Welcome back to Sports Talk on the Sports Talk Media Network. You can reach the guys with the South Carolina Education Lottery lucky number, 888-898-2525. That's 888-898-2525. Now back to Phil and Chris with the second hour of Sports Talk on the Sports Talk Media Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Sports Talk Media Network across the state of South Carolina on this Wednesday night. Great to have you with us. Very busy first hour. We now turn our attention to the focus tonight. We are at Charleston Southern University, and it's time to talk about the Buccaneers. We welcome in Coach Gabe Giardina to Sports Talk once again, and it is the old Alabama kicker. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to be seen. Glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
And excited to talk some football.
Absolutely. Does that fan bother you?
No. It's great. It actually feels wonderful.
Yeah.
May make my shirt shudder here in the wind. But,
now, for those watching on our stream, and Chris and Josh, y'all can see this.
Cool
Look
shirt.
at that shirt the coach is wearing. What do you call that?
Well, this is my Bucky Hawaiian shirt. We try to go Hawaiian shirts around here on Thursday, and my wife found this on Amazon. So second time donning this shirt.
Yeah.
So I figure let's for your viewers out there, who's the guy that wore the funky shirt with the Bucky head on?
That's you. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's talk to that Coach G guy.
So was yesterday a Bloody Tuesday?
No. Unfortunately, I wish it was, but we had our second scrimmage. I guess it was a Bloody Tuesday.
Yeah.
A lot of hitting. And
how was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Proud of just all the work we've done, but to see it kind of come together live and in color out there, and see a lot of young players make some plays. It's it's very exciting.
How do you feel about the camp so far? What has sort of stood out to you in your mind?
I've told our players this and our AD and really anybody. David Shelton, we were talking about him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most fun fall camp I think I've ever been a part of. Just the spirit of this team has been awesome. I think we got some talent and a lot of young guys that are really stepping up and making plays. And we've really come a long way, I think, in our team bonding and our togetherness as well. So maybe my shirt shut your camera down.
I don't know. It did. The reflection was too much for the camera to handle.
Right.
Yeah.
But it really has been. And even with the storm, we lost 4 days with the storm. So, but our guys have done a great job of just being resilient. And we've talked a lot of football, but we've talked a lot of life too. And we really are kind of glued together.
Yeah. The storm you mentioned cost you some days. Did everybody have to go their separate way, or did y'all hang out here in Charleston?
No, we housed them still because we didn't want them to travel.
Yeah.
But certainly couldn't get out there in the field, and some of our guys that live off campus. We basically just kind of sheltered in place, for lack of a better way to say it. So, we got our legs back. Got to watch a little bit of Olympics, and but quickly got back to work, and I think our guys were. They've responded the right way to it.
Who are a few guys to know about on the offense that will be the ones that have to carry this offense this season?
Well, I think Noah Jennings, sophomore receiver from Columbia. I think you're going to talk to him maybe later tonight. He's really, I think, a special player, special person. Really like him. Ronnie Hayes, Andrew Threed up front on the O-line. Kind of got our most experience coming back with those two guys. Got two quarterbacks right now, Rob McCoy, Zoltan Osborne coming off an injury. We'll see. We're going to play those cards real close to the vest, Phil, you know what I'm saying? See what happens there. But they've both been productive.
Does Zoltan still have the hair?
Oh, yeah, I call him the lion, because he's like a mane out there. So I tell him all that. I said, never cut your hair. It's your signature,
Yeah.
So they're both doing really well. And then I think we got a bunch of backs that they're all sophomores. Tay Isom, Isaiah Gordon, Tyson Greenwood had a great night last night. And then Rod Hawkins is kind of our elder statesman, but just a bunch of guys that are young. And, when you're young, you don't really know that maybe, how confident you should or should not be, but we are full of youthful exuberance and confidence, swagger. Ready to build on what we did last year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about building on that. Average 16 points per game, so I know you want to take that up, at least double that if you can. Have you changed up anything with the offensive philosophy or some of the plays or just anything different, or is it just players and continuing to develop them and bring them along in the offense?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, anytime you only score 16 points a game, you gotta look at yourself pretty hard. Kind of, hey, is this personnel? Yes, it's a little bit of personnel. Is this what we're doing? Absolutely, it's a little bit of what we're doing. And so, showing some humility there to say, hey, let's do some things in a different way, but also with different people. I mean, when I got the job here, I guess the best way to describe it is this: when we walk out there on the field on August 31st, we will not start one player on offense that we had or inherited here a year and a half ago.
Really?
It's a total remake of that side of the ball, the roster. And so it's good. We're young, We're young. I really like our receivers. We got a transfer or two, but they're all freshmen, sophomores that are maybe a little green, but man, they're talented.
Yeah. Flip over to the defensive side where, last year you kind of hung in there, 29 points per game. I guess you want to cut that down, obviously, but I guess the offense maybe left them out there a little longer than you would have liked. Do you expect with an improved offense that you'll play less defense?
Yeah, we've been kind of, this theme we've been taking with our team is a couple of different things, is to embrace we-fence. We need to play better on both sides of the ball.
I like that. We fence.
Yeah. And so
Did you come up with that? Did you come up with that?
No, of course not. I'm saying I got that from a Division II guy in 2012. But I've never used it as something with my teams.
Yeah.
But it really seemed to fit this team.
Yeah.
And so we've really, if we can play better on offense, well, naturally we'll play less plays and we'll be better on defense, right? We won't see as many snaps. We've had some wars out there in practice, and after every team period, we just come together, we just shake it up, and we tell each other good job. And the best moment I can tell you is this: we threw a pick the other day in practice, and we blow the whistle or whatever. One of our quarterbacks, he goes over there and daps up the DB and says, "Hey, you just made me better." And so that's what we're looking for. That's the synergy that we need here at CSU to play well and to beat people. We can't do it with one side of the ball. We got to do it with all three phases. And so I'm excited. Defensively, I think we'll be better. We're more experienced. We're deeper. We just weren't a very deep team. Period. When we got banged up, it really showed. So I hope we can roll 11 or 12 D linemen. Come first game of the season.
So where do you think a strength of the defense will be?
It's our D-line. We're just older there. That's the oldest group on our team. They're the ones with the juniors and seniors. And I think we can roll, 12 guys. And we got some freshmen and a transfer or two that have come in and have been impactful. And so it's been fun to watch that group gel. They're really close. They've seen a lot of snaps, played a lot of games, and hopefully they can make our secondary a little bit better by just getting to the quarterback a little quicker.
Do you need, at this stage in year two and looking forward, do you need to rely on transfers? Do you hit the portal pretty hard?
I don't know that really works here for football. Maybe it works for other sports here, but I think we have a blend. We really try to grow them up. Most of our guys, probably 90% are guys that we've signed out of high school, and we really try to love on and develop and make better. And we've sprinkled some transfers in, but it's for us, it's all about making a guy's situation better. So those mostly been Division II guys or NAIA guys coming up. Man, they've done a good job, though, of just, they've engrafted themselves. And our players have engrafted them into our team and just showing them the right kind of energy, the work ethic, and just love, So I think we're looking for a fit, and I think that's what works for us.
Talk about the Low Country Boil Bowl. Hard to say, but what a great idea. And, man, it's fantastic that you guys and Citadel were able to get together and put this together, and hopefully it's going to be an annual thing. Yeah,
we definitely – I've been on record a couple times. I'd sign a 20-year deal to play them home and home every year. It's just the rivalries in college football are one of the special things.
Sure.
And so to have, two schools that are 17 miles apart, it's almost criminal not to play every year, right? So this will be, I think, our 14th meeting.
Tight series.
Yeah, it's been back and forth. I think it's like they have 7, we have 6 or something like that. But I got to give Coach Drayton credit. He called me and he said, "Hey, you want to play for something?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes." I mean, he didn't have to get the question out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's put something out there, and so we just started kicking back and forth ideas and going back and forth. And I like to eat, so. We talked about Battle of the Bridge or Battle I-26 or something like that.
Yeah.
I said, what about we already played the barbecue bowl? What about Low Country Boil Bowl? That's kind of local. Maybe
Absolutely.
help the tailgating atmosphere. Around the game, and so it was we got approved or whatever, and now we got something to play for. Let's get a trophy.
I've seen the picture of the trophy, and I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I mean, you like a trophy that makes a statement about what you're playing for, and that's it. This trophy will say it all.
Yeah, and we can, you get to keep it if you win, and
Is it going to go? Is it going to travel? The trophy.
Absolutely.
I mean, whoever wins,
if you win, you keep it, right? It's obviously to be on the ground floor of anything is nice and fun and exciting and it's new, but I think the rivalry has already been established, and so now to put a name with it and it helps our fans, it helps their fans, put a little bragging rights on the line, it's I think it's a win-win for both schools.
Yeah, your place will be packed, no question about it when you play that game. Last thing, we'll let you go. We got players standing by, but the OVC schedule arrangement and playing some of these teams that aren't nearby here, you're going to do some traveling, and they're going to do some traveling. But how do you like some of the games you're going to be playing?
Well, I think it's necessary. We have to have for strength in our league and or strength for our program to be in the league, and the OVC's got a great reputation. We get to get on a plane 4 times. That's great for our players. I like it. I mean, it feels like you're playing in the SEC or ACC. You know what I'm saying, or the Sun Belt even. Yeah. Hey, we got to go get on a plane. Yeah. We certainly wish some of the games were closer, right? And that's why we like to. We got Furman week 2, and anybody. We'd love to play Wofford or anybody here in state just to, keep the local rivalries going, right? But it's a tough league. I mean, UT Martin has won it or shared it 2 years in a row. Gardner-Webb obviously won it last year outright, and so it is no joke. Maybe the visiting crowds aren't that big because people got to travel a long way. But Tennessee State brought their whole doggone band. That's a pretty special deal right there. So it's got some unique things to it. And we get to go play in the Titans Stadium this year, which will be great for our players. And we actually play in Charleston, Illinois, if you can believe that, over there in eastern Illinois. So 2 teams from Charleston in different states.
Just remind them where the original Charleston is.
Yeah, ours is a little nicer than theirs.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So
as long as you don't get stuck in Charleston, West Virginia.
Well, it's that could be could be worse, I guess. But it's exciting, for us to be in such a good league and that has national notoriety. It's had draft picks. Had a kid picked in the 4th round last year from SEMO, so. That's good stuff. Yeah.
We wish you the best of luck. Well, and, feel free to, send the Sports Talk crew shirts that have the Buccaneers.
Yeah, we can get you Sports Talk logos on here or something,
You're singing our song. We love that,
Send me some sizes.
We love that. We're going to post your picture so everybody will see it.
There you go. Love it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Great seeing you.
Hey,
good luck to you this season. Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Coach Gabe Giardina from Charleston Southern, and we're going to have a couple of players coming up here in just a moment and chat more about the Bucs. We've got Noah Jennings, wide receiver, and Devontae Turner, defensive tackle. He's big. I saw him. He's from Canada, too. Be back in a moment.